Hey everybody, NaMo here. Bit of a weird day so far. Um, so I've had these transformers uh, that had a 3D printed kit, and I've had them for a while at a friend's house, about a year maybe. I think more than that. He's supposed to paint up the kit so that I could, it would match the transformers. Um, and then I would get it back, put it together, make a little video of it. But been trying to get a hold of him for a year, and when I do get a hold of him, we make a plan to meet up, but then it never happens. So today we had talked about early this morning he was going to leave it in a box inside his truck, and I was just going to drive by, pick it up. But his truck was locked. So I was trying to get a hold of him, and then I just gave up and left because he wasn't responding to texts. By the time I got home, he had responded that he was in the shower, and he had made sure multiple times the truck was unlocked, but he must have accidentally hit the key fob. And so now, once I get the dogs back inside, I'm going to go meet up with him, kind of the halfway point between our houses, to get the box that contains the figures and the kit. He also mentioned to me, because a few months ago when he said they were ready to pick up, he pretty much told me they were done. But last night he mentioned to me that he wasn't able to get them fully painted. But he talked to one of his friends, and kind of an acquaintance of mine, because I haven't known him for too long, that also paints minis and stuff. And he said that they worked it out, and this guy's going to finish up the paint job. So I've got to get this, I've got to get it to the new guy, and then he's going to get it finished up, and then I'm going to have it back, put it back together. So it's a bit of a weird morning so far. It's Friday. I took the day off because tomorrow we are leaving on our anniversary. I took the day off so I can mow. It does need it. I also got these 7 trash bags that I brought from work. They are not full of compost. They're actually full of mulch. At work we mulch every single year. And for as long as I've been there, I was always the one who was spreading the mulch, was never the one who was dumping and controlling how much mulch was in an area. I kept telling them it needs to be thinner. We don't need to be putting 4 to 6 inches of mulch every year. But they were trying to get it done quick. Ended up using more mulch than we should have. So this year, I decided just to remove all the mulch, at least as much as I could. And then a lot of the areas, just because removing the mulch kind of cleans it up a little better, I didn't exactly have to throw new mulch down this year. So I'm letting what is still there kind of degrade so that I can actually mulch next year. But all that mulch that I removed needed to go somewhere. So I'm starting to bring it home. I can throw it in the compost pile, or I can use it as mulch in my beds. So that's what I'm going to do with that mulch today. Is I'm going to throw some of it down underneath the willow tree, and some of it up here around the front of the building. Still haven't completely figured out what else I'm putting in the bed with that tree that I planted last week, but we'll figure that out. So right now I gotta get the dogs in so I can go meet my friend and get those figures and then start the day. Been a while since I've cut the grass over here on this side of the house by the garage. It's a bit of a incline or hill, bit of a steep one, But I can get the mower through this way. I just haven't, because this is the entrance to our, or the access panel to our septic tank. I actually broke the lid for it when we first moved in, found this rock, went to put it on top of it, and dropped it and snapped it. It's still sitting on the original edging for the lid. So what I need to do with this eventually, which I figured maybe if I had time today, I don't know, might not, excuse me for all the movement, I may build the frame so I can actually sink those rocks so I can mow over this. Doesn't need to sink too much, but I've got enough treated lumber, 2x4s and whatnot, that I should be able to get something put together so that that can sit on top securely, and so I can mow over it. But this whole area I mowed down last week, or weeded it about halfway last week, because of all the Johnson grass. So the Johnson grass was up to here, which is about 4 feet. I cut it down to 2. And then this week I came through and just cut it all down. I really should have been doing this since the start of mowing season. But of course I didn't. Just figured I'd let it go. Thought that because I sprayed the Johnson grass with Roundup last year, it would take care of it. But it didn't. And of course, as you know, I haven't mowed the entire backyard at all. Weed-eated or mowed it, anything, to take care of the goldenrod this year. I'm just letting it go this year. I need to focus on what's around the house first, and then I can focus on the backyard. But that was my thinking with this spot right here with the Johnson grass. Just let it go and I'll take care of it later down the line. Well, the 3 bushes that I planted in there, they're still growing, they're still good. They were getting overgrown by the Johnson grass. And of course, if they don't get enough of what they need, they'll die. So I need to start taking care of that area for sure. So I might, like I said, build a little box or frame or something to put in the ground there, dig out around that rock so I can set it in the ground flush and be able to mow over it without any issues. So that is on my list. If that's actually gonna be something I do today, I have no idea. Like I said, we leave for our anniversary vacation tomorrow. I might be able to do some things in the morning. I don't know. I don't know our time frame. We haven't really come up with it. But I'll do what I can today. Keep you updated. Came down here to look at my plants because I noticed while I was mowing the oak leaf hydrangea is droopy, which means everything needs to be watered. Came down here, and these are the plants that I dug up last week. I googled those. Those are oxeye daisies, and all 3 of them are pretty much dead. They dried up. They didn't survive the pots. These things, the ones I was calling like the blue-eyed grass that are native to Kentucky here, that one definitely didn't make it. This one, I really don't know if it's gonna survive or not. Those coneflowers, they're good. I just need to find a place to put them so that they can seed out and come back up next year. So I'm probably gonna get rid of those and those daisies. It's kind of a shame, but they were going to die down there anyways when I came through and weeded. At least I tried to save them. Didn't work too well. Here's the process since I didn't get it the last time when we were doing it down by the willow tree. Lay down a couple of newspapers, spray them down with water, keep going till you got a big enough area, get a good pile of mulch. Now I'm going to just, by hand, spread it around and cover up all this paper kind of like this, still leaving some overhang so that once I'm done with this pile, I can continue on putting down papers and putting down more mulch. Alright, so I got all the paper put down. It's 3 of these trash bags of mulch. I started laying out some plants. I think this is what I want to go with for right now. I definitely want to put a rose bush probably right in behind that tree. I don't know, it might get too crowded. But at the moment, I've only got those 2 really big pink ones that I really just want to use as mother plants. Clip stuff off, put it in root hormone and pot it up. The roots they have now are just really old, and I don't know. I might put one in there, I might not. Still debating. But for right now, I think this is what I'm going to do. Just going to move that mulch out of the way, rip out the, rip out the newspaper that I put down, dig the holes, put the stuff in, cover everything back up. And I think that'll do it. Got hot. Had to take a break. Could have kept working. Needed a drink though, so got a drink and then sat down, and now it's just really, really hot. I wasn't noticing that while I was working. I replaced that Blazing Star, Blue Star. I replaced that Blue Star with that Mystery Rose. I don't know what color it is, because it's the only one of the cuttings that I have that have, it's leafing out. It's actually growing, doing something. I don't know which of the roses it came off of that I planted at work. It's like I was getting them off the truck and setting them down, and that piece broke off. I know it's not the purples. I know for a fact it's not the purples. So it's either the yellow one, the white one, the pink one, or the red one. I'm really hoping it's not a pink one, because I have 3 pinks already. But I'm going to sit here, take my break. I'm going to show you what I've gotten planted so far, what I have left to plant. And I'm going to finish planting, finish watering, and then try and drag the 4 remaining bags of mulch down to the willow tree and do the newspaper and mulch thing down there too. So I'll keep you updated. Alright, I got everything planted and watered. So we've got 3 stone crop right there, 2 of the Kentucky native prickly pear cactus. We got that mystery rose cutting, Solomon seal, our crab apple, purple coneflower. It's like a pinkish purple. Solomon seal, more coneflower, more solomon seal, and then our oak leaf hydrangea. Put it in looking pretty dry and droopy. I've given it 3 good soaks so far, so hopefully that'll perk up. I've connected the longer hose to the black hose for the water barrels. I'm about to run the hose in these 4 bags down there underneath the whipping willow, and then we'll start laying some newspaper down and putting mulch on top of it, and hopefully I can actually get that area completely covered for once. We'll see. So there was the old mulch that we had. I've put down newspapers, watered them, and spread all 4 bags of that mulch. It's a little thin in some spots, like right up there, but it covered this whole area all the way to that corner. Thankfully, the weeping willow gives a little bit of shade, but these little bits that I cut years ago that haven't really grown back, they're just kind of dead, especially like right here. They keep poking me in the head, in the eye. So I have to like duck to get under. I was pretty much crawling around as I was spreading the mulch, but every time I stood up to do something like water, because I've sprayed the mulch down so that it'll stick together better, because we're supposed to get rain on Sunday, and if I've got this watered down, once it dries it sticks together, and then hopefully the rain on Sunday won't wash anything away. But yeah, I've got at the moment 2 different colors of mulch. It's kind of driving me crazy, but it is what it is. Hopefully next year I can buy the bags of pine bark nuggets that I'm wanting to put down, because you only have to put that stuff down like once every 4 to 5 years. It takes a while for it to degrade. So honestly, I prefer rock mulch because you only have to do that once. But I don't have the money for rock mulch. I don't exactly have the money for pine bark mulch, but hopefully I do next year. And then we can put those down and it'll stay and it'll look good for years and years, and I won't have to worry about it. So honestly, I'm worn out and sweating and hot, really wanting to sit down for a bit. So I think I'm going to clean up and then go do exactly that. So if you like this video, leave a thumbs up, give me a comment down below, subscribe if you're not already, and ring the notification bell. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My handles are at the end of the video in the outro, and the links are in the description. I also have a Discord. It is set up to also give notifications for YouTube and for Twitter. So that is actually the best place to go to get notifications when I post anything, any kind of content. So join there. That link is also in the description. I'm not gonna cut it off. We'll see if I do anything else tomorrow. I might post some stuff from our anniversary on here. Who knows? But yeah, we'll see what happens. So it's Monday. We got back from our trip this afternoon and have just been kind of relaxing, taking naps, and just sitting on the couch with the dogs. The trip was pretty relaxing too. We spent majority of the time in the cabin. No dogs, no kids. Just sat there, watched TV, just relaxed in the peace and quiet. It was a nice little cabin. We didn't do too much more than that. Went out to eat a few times. Explored a few parts of the lake. Stuff that I went and swimming hole I went to when I was in college. Other than that, that was it. Spent the weekend basically just in the cabin, just doing nothing and enjoying it. So yeah, I got home and I thought, well, maybe I can at least do the big rock slab for the septic tank. Yeah, no, I just fell asleep on the couch with the dogs. It's just been a lazy day, which is perfectly fine. So I'm actually gonna call it. I'm gonna leave you with a few little videos that I took. They're not long, there's not much happening. I took a few little videos. Didn't get much camera work done, while we were there. Like I said, we just didn't do anything. So I'm going to leave you with some of the videos that I took of the cabin, of the marshland that we saw, which is kind of hard to see in the video, but it's marshland. And the little swimming hole that I was talking about, the swimming spot that I went to when I was in college. Really neat little place. So enjoy those, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. It's our little cabin. Look, look, look. There's a kitchen, a living room, and a bed all in one room. And the bathroom.